2 viral trends for easy cash in 2023 on Etsy. Let's go. One of these trends gets 246,000 searches every single month, and the other trend gets a whopping 673,000 searches every single month on Google. So if you want to crush out more sales on Etsy in 2023, then you're going to want to stick around for this entire video. Hey guys, Angie here, and today we're going to be talking about these 2 trends that get massive amounts of traffic on Google. And as many of you know, Google has a huge influence on the buyers that come to Etsy right now. I'm also going to share with you the products on Printify that are going to work best for these trends with print on demand, so you don't have to stock any inventory. I'm also going to share with you how I spotted this trend, because this is something really good to keep in mind while building your business, because one of the first viral trends that I tapped into a couple years ago went on to generate me over $200,000 in revenue on Etsy. And so trend spotting is a really good skill to have as a business owner on Etsy. And for those of you that are new, I am a full-time Etsy seller who also enjoys sharing my research with you. I have been 100% self-employed and working solely online since 2010. And keeping an abundance mindset and believing that there's truly enough for everyone has blessed me greatly over the years. And I really believe that if more people can adopt this mindset, then the world will be a much better place. So if you're ready to crush out your goals together in 2023, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and also give this video a big like, because I'm going to have a series of videos coming out to help you excel in your Etsy and print on demand business in 2023. We're going to be doing together keyword research, design. We're also going to be doing product reviews and so much more. As always, I have all of my best resources linked down below in the description for you. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these trends. Now, when most people hear the word trend, they think short-lived. However, that is not the case, because the 2 things that I'm sharing with you today have actually been trending for quite a long time, and they don't show any signs of slowing down anytime soon. So trend number 1 with 246,000 searches every single month on Google is monogram. And so this is a form of personalization where you can put customers' initials on the items, and it's usually 2 or 3 initials. And the items that I see making the most amount of sales right now with print on demand for monogram is actually sweatshirts, tumblers, and tote bags, with tumblers coming in at number 1. So let's pop over to Printify to take a look at the tumblers available, and then we're going to pop over to Etsy and see how many sales that most stores are getting on Etsy that are carrying these items. Okay, so I am over on Printify, and under the catalog, I have typed in Sunfrog. This is the top print provider on Printify for tumblers. So let's take a look at what they have here. And if you're not signed up with Printify yet, I'm going to link a free link down for you below so you can sign up for this. And if you decide to upgrade to Printify Premium, you're going to save 20% on all items that you purchase for your Etsy customers. And you can use my code Anji30 for that. So let's take a look. They have these ring neck tumblers that are 20 ounces for $17.45. And if you have the Printify Premium, it's $13.45 per tumbler. There is also the 30-ounce ring neck tumbler for $19.12 or $14.72 with Premium. And then there's also this really cute 12-ounce insulated wine tumbler for $15.67 or $12.07 with the Premium membership with Printify. So there's some really great options here, and these do come in multiple colors. This one comes in 17 different colors. So now that we see what is available on Printify, let's pop over to my analytic tool and see the average amount of sales that Etsy sellers are making with monogram tumblers. Okay, so I typed in monogram tumbler on Etsy and I use the analytic tool to see that this is making on average 286 sales for sellers, and we can look at the top listings here. So this top listing in the last month did 1,679 sales, and it says their estimated revenue in the last month is $57,000. Now, it's always good to note this is just an estimate based on activity. And so Etsy doesn't actually release these revenue numbers. However, there are things in place such as reviews, favorites, and those kind of things that can give a rough estimate. And then, we can see the amount of sales in the last month that is an estimate as well. And the next top listing is estimated to do $17,000 in revenue in the last month and 958 sales. And as you can see, there are tons of sellers on Etsy making 5 figures a month with this one product. All right, so here is the top listing on Etsy for tumblers. And as we can see, they're using the keyword monogram tumbler in their title, and they are charging around $27 for their tumblers. That is also with additional shipping added on. And as you can see, these are mostly personalized with names. So I would actually tap into this trend a little differently and actually do the monogram versus just the name. But this is a really cool listing. Now let's go ahead and take a look at a different one. And here is an example of those small wine tumblers, which are becoming very, very popular. This is really popular for wedding parties, bridesmaid gifts. I see a lot of these ones with just the names on it, but I think it would be really cool to be different by actually doing the monogram, and I will show you an example of that. So here is an example of a monogram sweatshirt, and as you can see, these are really nice and big, and they have 3 different initial letters. And this says right here on Etsy it is a sought after gift. This one is a bestseller. And so you could take this same kind of theme on a sweatshirt and also do it on the tumblers and have it for, say, bridesmaid gifts, wedding favors, and bachelorette parties. You're tapping into multiple trends here. Now make sure that you are subscribed, because I'm going to do future research in another video where we go over the keywords on how to actually get found and set yourself apart on Etsy. And I'm also going to review the physical products from Printify. And trend number 2, with a whopping 673,000 searches every single month on Google, is embroidered. And this is a process of stitching rather than printing with ink on print-on-demand products. And yes, these are available on Printify. And the 2 items that are available on Printify for this are actually hats and tote bags. So let's hop over to Printify and Etsy and take a look. And trend number 2 is embroidery, and we have My Locker over on Printify, and this is the selection of products that they allow you to do embroidery with. So we have several different types of hats and 1 tote bag. So they will actually stitch your design into these products, which is a very unique for print on demand, because most people aren't thinking about that, right? They're just thinking of the direct to garment print when it comes to ink. So you could take these 2 highly sought after keyword trends, monogram and embroidery, and combine them together to generate yourself some explosive traffic from Google. So over here on Etsy, we can see the top listing for monogram embroidered hat has $12,656 in estimated revenue for the last month. Now this is quite significantly less than the tumblers. However, it is something to consider. And my disclaimer, I never guarantee anyone's income, right? There are a lot of variables to making money on Etsy. However, if you get all of the variables right it can be absolutely explosive results on this platform. But as with anything online, you could make more, you could make less, or you could make no money at all. But there truly is a science to selling on Etsy. And once you understand it, it is actually very, very simple. So here is a great example of a monogram embroidered hat. So this is a really nice, unique, personalized touch that I personally think not a whole lot of people think of when they think of print on demand. So I hope you're really excited about these ideas. And now let's just quickly pop over to Sales Samurai and take a peek at this search volume. So here we are, embroidered inside of Sales Samurai shows a Google search volume of 673,000 searches every single month. Now, as we can see, this is high competition on Etsy. However, that is okay. We will do some future research on how to structure your title so that you can still capitalize on this high search volume trend on Google, but still have lower competition on Etsy. It is a win-win scenario. Now, how did I actually spot this trend? Well, it was actually from Facebook and getting targeted by a Facebook ad from another boutique who had an ad that was absolutely crushing it for sweatshirts with large monograms. And so at that point, I went over and looked at Google Trends, and I also used my research tool called Sales Samurai to dig further into this trend. And then I went on Etsy and I started looking at what other stores were doing when it comes to monograms. And then of course I went back to my research tool and dug further down deeper. So as a business owner, always keep your eyes open. Anytime you're targeted with ads or you see something that appears to getting a lot of attention, definitely take note. All right, so I hope this video was super helpful for you. If you haven't already, be sure to sign up for my 7-day free Etsy bootcamp down below, and that's going to take you day by day by day over the next 7 days to help you set up your very own Etsy print-on-demand business. I'm also going to link my full Etsy playlist on the screen here, so you can click that and watch more of my videos on how to succeed on Etsy. So make it an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video.